Hello, hello guys. How are you doing today?
Hello, guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Well,
Okay, so today we have a some interesting topic beside Rafael hairstyle.
That's not a
amazing.
hair, that's a disaster waiting to be butchered.
It's okay.
You will create a style.
Yeah. Maybe the next followers can do the same.
They can have this style. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Trend setting.
So how are you doing, guys? Where are you today? I think some of us have been moving around a little bit, right? Where are you, David?
I'm in Valencia right now, just from several hours ago.
Okay. For those of you who doesn't know, don't know what is Valencia, it's a city from Spain in the center east, right? No,
It's
yeah,
not so
east.
hot like in the south of Spain that you are right now.
Not,
But
yeah.
anyway,
I'm in the south of Spain, but it's not so bad lately. We are around 31 degrees. We have a pool. So my family house has a pool, so not that bad. And I think there
I
are
don't know.
worse place than this one.
Don't even ask me. Yeah, I mean, I was in Dubai. Okay, so Dubai was worse, yes. Temperature wise, like it was 43, 44 degrees, extremely hot, but now I'm back in Karachi. The temperature is okay, but extremely humid. Like when I go out from air condition just outside the room, it gets all frosty. So like I cannot see for next 20 seconds. I'm like this. So it gets super funny that time.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we are moving a lot because this summer season, but we keep working from different locations. So I think there are some trendy topics that I would like to deep a little bit more. Some of them might be a little bit mm, kind of outdated, but I think they are still relevant. Like for example, Ripple versus SEC. But I don't know. I don't think that is only Ripple, right? The one who is against this SEC, but the entire crypto industry. So, guys, how have you been following this?
David, what do you
I will. Well, to be honest, I was not following this so close. I was not so aware about they against, not as you said, not only XRP, but like security tokens or companies using tokens and things like that. And so I'm not sure if this will change many things, not only affecting to this company. So, well, I don't know. I think the people is like expecting something and acting on the news. But other than that, I'm not sure what would happen
Well,
in the next time when they say something, fix it
e-
for this company.
even though won, the guy from Terra, he was excited about this ruling because he thinks that it's gonna be. Say again?
I'm saying, was he excited from the jail? Isn't he in the jail?
I don't know where
He
he is, but I saw and he if he is in the jail, he has access to internet. So I
Yeah.
don't know how is the jail in. I think he's in Korea, right? So he was excited about this ruling because he thinks that he can use something similar for his case. But also there was
Yeah, his
another
case is
project.
pretty different.
Yeah,
No, no, go
but
ahead,
I
sorry.
think no, I was saying that coming back to what David said, there is another project similar to Ripple. Actually, it was created by one of the founders from Ripple, right?
Stellar, excellent.
Stellar, right? And I think the pump from Stellar it was almost the same.
Yes, back in the 2016 and 17, this was the case. Like Ripple moves, XLM also moves, and actually because XLM Stellar as a proposition is the same thing, but I don't know like fundamentally what they are doing. Like fundamentally, you can question many things, but Ripple as a technology, like it's getting used institutionally. So like in Asia specifically, if you look at that, so HSBC DBS Bank, Standard Chartered, they have a collation where they use the Ripple's technology to test payments on blockchain. So Ripple's technology is there. The only concern everyone always has is the role of XRP in that. So people are like, the utility is not there. It's just like a cult following, which is amounting to something, and the company is always minting 100 million XRP a month and selling it out and milking it. They have stopped doing it for a few months, but over the time they have milked billions out of it. I have a slightly different opinion on what this XRP ruling means. So first of all, that is not it. Okay, so I think SEC will fight against it because that's how the Gary guy is. Like, he's pain in the ass, to be very honest. Like, he has this thing every few days. Like, even today, he gave this comment that cryptocurrencies are extremely, speculative and they are going to, I don't know, whatever. But the point is that in the short term, if you look at, let's move away a little bit from XRP and look at the other coins. So there was a list of 8-9 coins, which out of nowhere got in the SEC's list and got dumped a few weeks back. Solana being the case. But right now, Solana has the most bullish chart in the whole sector. Okay, like if you look at the top 50 coins, and you might not find a better looking chart than Solana. Solana was one of the affected coins. So after the FTX and SAM drama, it started recovering on back of a lot of fundamental news, and then this shit happened. So it fell again. Poor guys, but now it started recovering again. So it touched $32. Now it is 25, 26. Chart is looking exceptionally good. That shows something. That shows that people who were like weak holders, or who were in the West, who were afraid of SEC's ruling these things as security, they exited. And now when there is a precedence for XRP, so immediately Binance US and Coinbase relisted them, right? So that gives hope to a lot of people. If you guys remember what happened when last time we were talking about it, Robinhood, for example, they actually delisted 8 of those currencies like Solana, Cardano, Matic, Atom, I think, ICP, and a couple of others. Would they relist it? So there is an excitement around it. That, okay, maybe in few days, if clarity comes, it happens. Now, what does it mean? XRP, it was always in the back of the mind that SEC will win this case. They will set that as a precedence, and then they will, prosecute others. But if they fail to win XRP even after so many years, how would they win the case against anyone else? Let's say be it Coinbase or be a particular foundation, let's say Solana Foundation or whatever, right? Yes, they might still be able to, implicate CZ of doing something wrong or Binance US of doing something wrong. Fine, that's an organization. But as a hope, we can actually see that there is very little on ground that actually SEC can pull off, especially after this kind of a ruling, after spending hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollar. Because in the US, the problem is that when something happens and goes against SEC, the Congress will actually go back and ask them, okay, guys, what the fuck, what have you done? You spend millions of dollars prosecuting them. Ripple would be like, yeah, we minted new XRP and we sold it and we paid for it. But what did you do? So I think it's a good thing. And I think this will actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think by the time we are having a next space, I think by that time, Binance and CZ would be settled with SEC as well. I am pretty bullish about it. You can actually call it some insider news as well, but I'm pretty convinced that by next time when we are talking, I think CZ would have reached a settlement with SEC as well. So yeah, that's a positive impact that I'm seeing.
But the ruling, well, it's not definitive, right?
It's not.
They still can.
Absolutely. But see, it's a process. That's the problem. That's the problem. Like, after so many years of rigorous work, SEC is not, not able to get one ruling against XRP. Then how would they do it against others? That's the whole point.
Yeah. Cool. So, well, something funny, not funny, but something super interesting happened to me.
Okay.
I have been behind XRP for a long time.
Insider.
I was thinking about buying some coin, and I just buy the day before the ruling came out. So I I have a huge problem
Random day, right?
with this.
Random day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it
just
was
wake
totally
up and say,
random.
I think today is a good day to buy.
And actually, it was you the one who told me at the next day you wrote something in the chat like, hey, have you seen what happened with
Yeah.
Ripple? I went to the chat and I said, wow.
And you said
Like,
why, and later, okay, now I see why you asked it.
now I know why. Now I know why. Cool, cool, guys. So this is not have been the only thing that we have during this month. Actually, during the last week, WorldCoin. What is this?
In one word, a bloated shitcoin.
Well, that's WLD, right?
WLD, yes, yes.
Any
It's
So the project,
any use case, any other than shining?
that's 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 the token, right? The project is interesting. There is a lot of controversy, but there is interesting, no? Because with the technology that they are building, I think there is nothing new. But they have spent a lot of money creating this device. They are gonna scan your iris, and they are gonna create a signature that is gonna identify that you are human. Actually, this is super interesting, or even funny, because the guy who is building this, a proof of humanity. So to be sure that you are a human, is the one that built
the AI.
ChatGPT.
Yes, ChatGPT.
So
Exactly.
first I built ChatGPT. I'm gonna scare everybody about AI, and they are gonna take the control of everything. But then I build this other
Only
thing
for
to be
humans.
sure that we are you are iterating with humans. So the project is interesting because you can prove that you are a human, or you can prove this can be also for a KYC. You can have in this signature some metadata saying that you are not from these banned countries, and I go to your website, I sign up, and I show you this signature, and I don't need to tell you where I'm from, who I am, and these kind of things. Okay, but in the other part, we are giving this information to this
This org.
now foundation. Yeah, so there are a lot of people. Jack Dorsey, from former CEO of Twitter, I think Elon Musk, say something about this too, that it could be kind of Vitalik from Ethereum. Also, there is a lot of controversy.
But
But
yeah,
yes, so the project can be it, it's interesting. Okay, maybe it's for now it's too centralized. It could be dangerous. It's interesting, but yeah, the token is a governance token. It doesn't have any other utility so far,
but
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
the
it has been crazy.
one utility it has is that if everyone scans, they airdrop you a certain piece to get it done, right? So you might have seen the long queues in certain countries where there's this device sitting on a table and everyone going getting it done, dropping the wallet or something and getting tokens. But honestly speaking, this is the shittiest crypto model that I can think of, and like, yes, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this will become like as big as Ethereum or something. I don't think so. But we have seen a lot of projects like that which have such inflationary kind of, tokenomics built into it. We have examples like GRD Graph, we have ICP and stuff like that. It's basically, yes, you are an amazing founder. You have done something great for the world. As a technology, it's a good technology. There's a lot of institutional use around it. But what are you trying to do here is that you are incentivizing people by creating a token out of thin air, using a higher multiple and higher valuation by putting in VC money at a very high valuation. So they raised like $130 million in their Series B. Okay, and I think at a valuation of 800, $900 million. They went with the highest top tier exchanges. Yes, it's good money. Most of us, if we get a chance to do it, we will do it as well. But what are they doing then? That then using that token which is created out of thin air, it's definitely inflationary in nature, at least in a midterm basis. You are basically incentivizing people to give up their data or give up their biometric or whatever. Okay. And this data, you're, you're doxing people basically. Not a very big fan of how they are using the world of cryptocurrency to kind of, because what happens is that it attracts a lot of liquidity from the people. So all the coins. So I have a question, right? It came online and there was a lot of tokens coming out in the market and people were buying. So if you look at the tokenomics from emission perspective, the only technically tokens that got unlocked were the liquidity tokens. So basically they are selling tokens, right? So they are selling tokens to the people funding their short-term operations, or maybe I don't know whatever they are doing with it, and then incentivizing people slowly with the rest of the supply. And I don't think like only governance would keep giving them. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm misreading it totally. But to me, honestly, this is like a good technology there, a good set of people there. But I think they should not. Ideally, I would say that they should not have brought a token out of it. There was no need of the token, to be honest.
But I remember another
Yeah.
project that even I think Vitalik was registered there. I don't remember the name, but it was something pretty similar. That you create your use there. You even you needed to create a video or something with one paper telling that you were human, or something like that with your name and I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was pretty similar to what you commented. So I think this is not so unique if it's the case, and maybe so they invested on this, and maybe the shiny is because the previous step of the same founder, because of the ChatGPT. I like if this guy is behind another project,
Exactly.
maybe
That's
is
absolutely,
making.
absolutely. That's generally the VC players.
Anyway, I think the time will talk.
So you are not gonna verify your identity.
I don't know.
You can have the airdrop.
You have the
You need only
$1
one time.
airdrop
There is
and then
Whoa.
deposit in
and there is a
Zignaly.
recovery.
$1 airdrop.
Yeah. You guys will do?
Absolutely
No, I
not.
was checking because you can become how do they call it? I think the device is orb, and you can be you can ask for one of these devices, and you can verify people. So
Yeah, it's a
I was
reseller program as well. Yeah. But I'll tell you
yeah.
something interesting. So like when next time when you guys come to Dubai, you will see you don't need your passports anymore. Like if you once you come in, and I think when you are exiting, you just look into the camera and that's it. You leave. At least for the residents. So I don't know, like that's also digital identity, right? Through retina scan. So that's
Yeah.
already there. I'm just trying to think that what unique are these guys doing? I don't know. Not sure. Maybe just that they created a
So
billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company. So VCs were like, okay, let's create something shiny and put in money in it.
I think the timing has been perfect because actually it has nothing to do with AI, right? It's only the narrative
It's only the
about hey,
narrative.
this is again AI. But I think it's a cool project. There are some controversy. We need to check also in the future the efficacy of this because you can buy iris, right? You can
Yes.
go
Wow.
out there to people who have results, and you can say, I'm not talking about taking off the eyes,
Okay.
but I'm just talking about, hey, you go inside in front of this device, and I'm gonna pay you something. Just with that, I'm gonna have a new identity. So it's not 100% perfect.
Absolutely not.
Let's see.
Cool. More things, hi. I think maybe we can comment yesterday. it came out the report from the Fed and the rates. So we have a tweet. No, just it was yesterday or it was
Day before yesterday.
before yesterday.
No, sorry, it was yesterday. Sorry.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Okay, so maybe you want to comment something on that? Maybe?
No, I'm not aware.
We leave this to Rafael then. Okay, Rafael, tell us what is happening in the US with the rate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think the rates, I think they're tapping out, they're peaking out, and I think this is what people expected, 25 basis point hike, and I think there is maybe one more hike, maybe two, but I think one is what everyone is expecting, so 25 more. But then the problem would be that these rates are not going to come down very soon, so they are going to stay flat for a few quarters, and this is where I am seeing a bit of a problem here. People are thinking that once they stop raising the rates, things will rally. Okay, and I think that they will see some depression there because property market, the real estate market has not seen the burn yet, and everyone is talking about the soft landing. So see, in October last year when the rates started hiking, everyone started talking about an immediate crash, and I was of the view that no, it will not happen like this. It will be a different story. Like for last few weeks and couple of months actually, uh, you know, um, um, the markets actually started going up. Okay, but what happened is that now everyone will jump in once the markets make new high, and what I'm seeing is a definite correction because see, eventually these higher rates will impact businesses, which will impact the earnings and the employment numbers and everything. So I'm not saying we'll go into a recession. I'm not of that school of thought, but I think we will see larger dips across markets. I'm not sure about cryptos right now because crypto has been very weird recently. Um, it sometimes it follows the international market, sometimes it doesn't. Yesterday it did, today it's not. Sometime before everything was down, crypto was up. So crypto is like behaving a little bit of its own and in a very weird manner. Okay, like if I think if we draw a very short term coefficient of correlation, it will not be near to one. It will be lower, I think, because I think they're not moving together. But I think we need to be careful in everything. I think we will soon start seeing everyone talking about, yeah, we came out of the bad situation, we are done, soft landing was done and everything. And I think this is where we'll see some sort of a, I would not want to say crash, but definitely a larger correction, which hasn't happened yet. Maybe, but very quick, I think, right? And I expect all of this to happen within next 6 to 9 months. The rates would definitely top out in one or maximum two meetings.
I was not thinking about this. I mean, I was not getting your question, Torres. I'm aware of that, but I didn't get the topic at the beginning. And I agree on what you commented, Rafa. In fact, I'm expecting, hopefully, it's less because what I see is that it's affecting with a pretty near correlation what happened in the US and things in Europe and everything regarding the rates with the banks and things like that. But hopefully I'm wrong, but I'm expecting similar rates and even a big dip, as you commented, for maybe even 1 year or something like that. And then slowly being, going down the rates and maybe recovering, the number of operations using money from the banks and things like that. It's happening something really interesting in Europe, that the number of buys for real estate, the number of operations with full money, not with money from the bank, but with capital from the buyer, basically, is increasing a lot. It was not seen like that from many years ago. And this is not good for the banks, for sure, because this is one of the source of income from their side. And I think they will not be able to maintain this kind of rates for very long term. But the inflation, and the only way that they have for making this change is with the rates. So I'm expecting like 1 year or so with higher rates.
Yeah, exactly. I think at least 2 to 3 quarters, absolutely.
I have two things to comment on this, because we are talking about that they are lowering the inflation, we hiking the rates, but if we remember some month ago, the situation with Silicon Valley, Silvergate, and the other bank, there were a hole there, right? And they had to print money. But we haven't seen this money in the market because the way that it happened is that these banks, they have bonds and they were going to expire, I don't remember, in 3 years, 10 years. So for 3 years, something.
Different maturities, yeah.
Yeah, so we are not going to see this money in the market right now. But once this bond expire, we are going to see the money in the market. So
Exactly.
I don't know if we are going to, they are going to be together.
Maybe, but there's another problem there. A lot of those losses were also part of you know, what do you call it, from the security markets as well. So recently, a lot of security markets recovered. So I'm pretty sure that those who actually bought these cheap securities, they must have, you know, either sold or started marking profits. Like, see, they have not perfectly handled it in a way, but at least they've pushed the can in the future to see that, okay, if we can handle it again in the future, because it's a ticking time bomb. The US economy has a $31 trillion debt. There is no freaking view on it. Like they have more debt on their balance sheet than the amount of money out there.
So have you heard about the BRICS nation? They are getting together to launch a new coin backed by gold.
They are trying to do it for last 20 years. It's not a new news. You know, honestly speaking, every time we see that, and it's like, you know, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and these guys, you know, they are going to launch this BRICS coin or BRICS currency and whatever. Reality is that China has failed to even, you know, promote its own currency at this point in time. Yes, the world is changing fast. 5 year, 10 years, something will happen. India is doing a lot of stuff with its own rupee, but the one thing that one trigger point that I generally look at, like on a quarterly basis at least, is basically the balance of trade, like across the globe, that how much as a percentage USD is leading over the others, and USD is everywhere. Like USD is almost 65 to 70% of the world trade, and this has been the trend for last 20 years, even more. In fact, it has increased a little bit. You know, the volume, because euro has gone down the drain hole. Okay, sorry, you know, like you guys are suffering because of that, but euro has gone down the drain hole. You know, like the adoption of euro has come down, especially after the Brexit. Okay, and the US is increasing its strength. Yes, renminbi, yuan, basically it's increasing in dominance, but from 2% to 4%. That's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a distant dream for them. It will take a decade. Like nothing we'll see in 3 months. You know.
But anyway, I think they saw an
Okay.
opportunity because some countries failed proposing the currency for using for this group. But I think they saw an opportunity with crypto. So basically, they want one coin for like like you know, one coin to govern everywhere.
To
you know?
rule them
But
all.
exactly. This is what I wanted to say.
See, my title is also Master of Coin. Maybe that's the coin I'm referring to.
So yeah, there is a meeting between these BRICS nations the next month. So it might be something interesting. So it's interesting what you say about the market crash because it's the third time that I heard about this in the last 2 weeks. So I'm not sure if you know Robert Kiyosaki. Is the guy who wrote
Yes,
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Richard Ford, yeah.
If you check the Twitter, he is talking about that. Then the other day,
Yeah.
I was talking with a I don't know the translation, but it was let's gonna say a financial advisor, and his advice was buy gold because he didn't know much about Bitcoin, okay? But he was telling about buying gold. He's also in the opinion that, yeah,
usually when they say to buy gold, you know why, right?
exactly. So he was of the opinion that the market was going to crash too. He was telling about buying gold, and Rafa is the same opinion. So actually, there is something interesting because also you can you can profit from these high rates, right? Because there are, I think,
Yes.
they are monetary funds, so you can go, you can deposit there, and you can get, I don't know, in Europe they are like 3.2% that you can get yearly. So
Not bad.
not bad, better than what the bank is doing. But okay, guys,
Yeah.
so we have all this shit, the bricks, the high rate, but we want to be chilling out in the pool, enjoying the summer. So now that AI is so trending, what can we expect from that? Okay, it's something that we can expect. Can they work for us? Can they manage our money? And can they make profit for us? What do you think about that?
I will,
Very.
at least from my side, I see the AI like a, like a way to hire a, mm, a brilliant mind for something specific. If you guide properly, but alone, I will not leave my money to any AI to do nothing for me, just to calculate things and things like that, but not other than that. At least for now.
Mm.
Okay, so have fund managed not 100% by AI, but taking insight and some support from the AI, right?
Yeah, something like that. I'm actually I'm right now I'm playing with these kind of things and teaching a strategy based on data and the AI for realizing what can happen or something like that, but not other than this. I mean, based on some rules already, not totally AI alone. So I
So,
don't
but
know what do you
but
think.
then, how are you differentiating between algorithm, normal algorithm, and AI? Like, what's the differentiating factor if you are defining the rules for them?
So the thing is that if you need to get the data for the last 30 years, for example, and you need to take decisions and you need to extract what happens with some specific situations, it will take so much time if you want to use this properly. And the AI can reduce the time. In fact, I was reading some days ago, I was reading how a group of people from medical team, they use the AI in order to calculate a few things related with health and how to find options to increase the to live healthier for more time and maybe have more than 100 years and be able to be and have a really uh, quality life. And the thing is that shorten the time to find things with information that we have, I think the AI can help a lot in that field in many different categories of things. So I mean health in business for sure and financial things like that. But
Mm.
taking decisions alone, as you say. So what is the difference? The difference is that I don't want to. Maybe it's matter of to believe more that nothing wrong can happen. Or maybe the feeling that I want to have still want to have some control on it. Maybe it's just me.
Mm. You are yet to embrace the power of AI. Maybe that's your age.
I want to use, but still having the feeling that I still have some control on that. What do you think, guys?
What do you think?
Well, it's nothing. So now it's super trending. Everybody talk about that, but it's something that the big hedge funds have been using for years, for
Exactly. Exactly.
for for a lot of years. So it's not something that you leave alone. You have to supervise, but it's already there. It's gonna save you a lot of time, and it can predict a lot of situations that by yourself
Yeah,
is gonna be difficult. So I think there is a big opportunity, and I think now we have a lot of tools and there is a lot of data. I think in DeFi is super interesting because all the data is public. So you could be able to use this data and create something. So I think
absolutely.
it's something super powerful.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think
That's the point. I think the public tools that have come out now, that's the game changer. Because AI, ML, we've been hearing about it for 10, 20 years now, right? And, like a lot of people working on it. But what has changed now is the availability of public tool and how easy it can be to access. The flip side can be, like, I don't know, like, flip side can be, especially in fund management, that now AI fighting against the AI. So, like, who's gonna win? Like, if you look at the high frequency trading, over the years, who fight, like high frequency trading is the fight between the spread, right? So it's a spread fight. So the fastest bot wins, basically. There is always an opportunity. The first one to it wins. Like, and there are hundreds of them attacking at one point in time. So this is eventually what will happen. But having said that, data is supremely important in taking decisions, or let the system take decisions based on data, especially in trading, is very, very important. Trading should not have emotions, to be very, very honest. Like, trading, except or barring some couple of black swan events, even those can be maybe incorporated. But I think trading shouldn't have no zero kind of emotions. Over the years, I am personally convinced that if I use the data properly and if I program it properly to behave in a certain manner based on the data, I think it will outrun me any point in time, between any point in time. There is no way that it can be done, because see, as humans, the biggest challenge that we face is the fatigue that we face, right? Like, the best of the bestest of the traders, they take stupid decisions at time because they're tired. The brain has a capacity of something or the other, right? We are distracted. I'm not well. My kid is not well. I have to go somewhere. Always freaking distracted, you know. Even if you're 24/7 professional trader, machine doesn't do that, right? Yes, reality is that algorithms previously were also able to do it, but the kind of data we are talking about, the kind of sets we are talking about, linking them with the different events, like for example, you link your data with 10 different interest rate events and 5 different data sets of what the employment data looks like. And okay, 10 years back, like last 10 years, how was the employment data affecting this point price action, and then that can be used to predict the next 10 years potentially. This kind of a thing I'm talking about, which previously was a bit difficult for normal retail, I think, but now if people start putting in an effort, they will do it. And I would not be surprised actually that if people start using it on Zignaly as well, if the fund managers in Zignaly, if they start using it, I'm pretty sure soon we will start seeing in some of the results. In fact, I was talking to one of the managers that we have, and he is already talking about it. He's like, I'm thinking, I'm just testing few things. It's improving my results already. So it's not something new, but I think it will become more mainstream. Early days, whoever comes in first will see a very good hype, but eventually even that will become saturated. But there's a lot of
totally
scope
agree.
there, definitely.
But there was something that changes, right? I don't remember if we commented already, maybe in another session, in another meet. But there was a kind of group of companies that they were collaborating for this AI and improvements and everything. And it was something created or proposed by Google that changed everything, because for sure it's nothing new. I mean, for decades. But the thing is that I don't remember exactly when it was, but I think it was like a couple of years ago, something like that. It was the beginning of OpenAI, basically. And I'm not sure how will be feeling Google today about that. But the guy from behind OpenAI take this and use it, because it was affecting in the way to make the learning process for the AI really faster, like crazy. So the difference, it was amazing. And before, you needed many machines and many processes, because the process to be learning, it was like isolated. If you create
Right.
10 processes at the same time, the number 10, it was not aware of the learnings of the number 1, for example. And right now,
Right.
everything is interconnected and is learning all together. So it's like multiplying, or like, it's really totally different. It's scaling a lot.
Right.
So from 2 years till now, that is still improving like that, I think it changes everything. And right now, I really believe that it's something that it will not be easily, that it will be going down, or any government can stop or something like that. It's like trying to put, how to stop the water, something like that. It's simply not possible. Every day we are seeing any new implementation for maybe any field and any new tool or something like that, because it's every day is becoming easier to make something with AI. So I think we will see really interesting things in the next, not years, even weeks.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So
That makes sense. Yeah.
we have 5 years of data, so maybe something cool can come from there.
Exactly.
Yeah, it will come from there.
Yeah.
It will.
Okay. So we don't have AI yet, so we need to do it manually. But how are your portfolio, guys?
See, I've changed my title for a reason.
Yeah. But now we are not talking about coins. We are talking about the Zignaly portfolio.
Yeah.
How
I
is going for
totally
you,
got
guys?
it.
The $1 portfolio. Yes.
It's not $1 anymore. Guys,
Oh, it's not
I don't want to give
1.2.
this feeling. I don't want to give this feeling because it was just a test, but I think this will be with me forever.
See, David, you have an opportunity to stand out. There are so many people
Totally.
with varying degree of portfolio. You have an opportunity to stand out and be a $1 man, $1 portfolio man. This is a great opportunity. Don't let it go. Be it a brand.
Okay, David, show us your big investment.
Sure. Let me share.
Okay, let's log in.
I don't see the option. Okay, share screen. Okay, can you see my screen now?
No.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
I think it's loading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
now.
We are watching porn.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's perfect. You're looking. Okay, so this is how it's looking right now. So the top, it's not, it's not changing a lot, but it's looking pretty stable. This one, cryptos hedge fund trading. This is what I was looking for when I did. So I'm not expecting nothing crazy from this, but no any big drawdown as well. So it's like expected. This one, I think this one is the one that was themed trade wisely before.
Yeah. This is the 1.5 million guy.
Exactly. I think it's something similar. In this case, is minus 1%, which is almost nothing. So it's looking pretty stable as well. Let's see when maybe the market moves or something like that. But it's looking pretty stable as well. This was an old service that I was using, ProTomahawk, that it was a pretty low amount, but they were doing great, at least in the amount. And this is the one that I'm more in minus, is minus 3%, but the amount is pretty low as well. So I will be increasing because my intention is
They are, so in the last month, he has been in minus 3%, but in the overall, you are winning.
Yes, exactly. It's 3%. So don't look it bad at all. But my intention is I will be checking a few services based on BTC, and maybe if I see any dip, because I think you commented at some point, maybe I will be buying the dip in one of those services, and let's see, because the hope is maybe going slowly up from BTC. Let's see.
Good.
Great.
Rafael, do you want to go next?
Yes, I'm just going to share my screen. Where did it go? Okay, here. Okay, so I have two portfolios. This is one and that is another one. This one I have not changed anything. It's the same. This guy, old coin spot and short-term future, I think it's both the same. It's
Yes.
been doing pretty nice. Like this futures guy came back pretty strong in last couple of months. Overall, obviously, spot one is doing much better. Stable gain, guys. I think as the name suggests, it's stable. Like this is the kind of person like I'm closely observing, and if things stay the same, I might be putting a larger money here. Because it's actually 8 months, 10%. I don't mind actually. Like
Yeah, it's pretty
that's
cool.
like 15% in a year. It's pretty cool. Another one, this one, Coin Vision VIP. This is by one of the most famous Turkish Twitter account, Elam. He is the one running this service. So I think it's also initially it went pretty haywire. I think, but I think overall that this one is also doing pretty decently. And then the small ones in my other account, I am on Trade Wisely, okay, and Aussie as well. And I think those two are doing pretty well. Trade Wisely, again, the same thing. The way I'm seeing that service is that um, it's stable, and I can clearly see that that service is accumulating stuff and trading in close range. So whenever market moves, I think that account will make a lot of money.
Cool. Okay,
The first one is looking really great.
Yeah.
let me share now my screen.
How is looking yours?
Actually, not very good. Let me see, because I have 1,000. Do you see my portfolio?
No.
No? Okay, let me try again.
Okay, we have some people asking.
Yeah. Now you can see my portfolio, right?
Yeah, we see your screen.
Yeah.
And you are selecting. Okay, now.
Perfect. Okay, so now this is the marketplace. This is my portfolio. So I'm super bullish in this guy. I think I doubled my investment from the last time. Okay, he's doing really, really good.
Yes, this thing is going well. Yes.
He has been 8 months already. He was the guy starting, figuring out how this worked. Once he figured this out, he has been super, super, super steady, growing and growing and growing. And I know that this guy outside of Zignaly, he's managing a few millions and a few million, close to 100 million. So I'm super bullish in this guy. This is our way. The team, the group of guys managing $1.3 million. We need to have into consideration that he's doing a spot only. So in this kind of market is normal, but still, with all the money that he's managing, he's super, it's very, very well controlled, the risk. So I doubled the investment too with this guy a few days ago. So once the pump comes, I expect
He changed the name recently.
Yes. This was Trade Wisely. and he changed the name and he changed the logo. So yeah, and he also changed the strategy. He gave a few more details, talking about the strategy, what you can expect from them. Very interesting. I also have BTC scalping. He has been doing very well during from the beginning, but as you can see, he has steady periods and then he pants. He can go down a little bit and he pants and he pants. So also in this one, I put more money. Okay, I don't know if he will go down a little bit more. If so, I will put some more money. This service is not performing very well yet, but I'm in contact with the trader, so I'm confident that he will do something in the future. Easy trading, this guy, it was interesting because I got into the service in a dip. I think it was like here, and I have been riding this trend. So now that he's down, I might put some more. Crypto Lion, this was an old trader from the platform. He has been here for more than 2 years. This is very, very interesting, Rafael. I think you're gonna like it. He's very steady,
Yes, I'm liking this one.
and this one was managing like more than 1 million in Zignaly.
Yes.
Like
Previously, right?
1
Then
million.
it closed and
Yes,
started again, right?
yes, yeah. It
Yeah.
didn't close, but he did some things, and now he's starting again with the. So the strategy didn't work very well for PS1, but now with PS2, he's maintaining the service or he's engaging with the service again. So I'm trying. He has not been doing anything during this last month, but this is not bad, given that we didn't have too much movement.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Roombot, this is from the BTC Skyping guy. It's not working very good, so I might discontinue this one. This one, I'm trying to exit this one. I'm waiting for the trader to release funds. Jetix is not working either, but I saw a message from the trader uh, who is gonna maintain the service, but he's gonna pause the service, so I might discontinue too. And this one is for my testing, so it's okay. So this is mine.
This is great. You're well diversified.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, but I think
yeah. So
we have I think a few minutes left. A
yes.
few questions are popping in on our different channels and everywhere. Well, particularly about Zipcoin, but also about the product updates and everything. So maybe you want to give like a 4 or 5 minutes of rundown on exactly what we are doing, maybe.
So tomorrow, tomorrow is the bi-weekly update. So we are gonna update all the things that we have done, but I can give a few advance. So we have incorporated one functionality that people are asking a lot, which is the swap. Okay, now you can deposit whatever you want. That inside the interface, you are gonna be able to swap these coins to the one that you need for investing in the service. So if you deposit BTC, you can swap to USDT, BUSD, whatever the service is asking for, and you invest in the service. Also, there is a cool functionality that we are integrating, which is now the trader, they can assign individual success fees. You talk with the trader and say, hey, I want to deposit 100K, but your success fee is 30%. Let's gonna negotiate. I'm gonna pay you no more than 15%. So if the trader agrees, the trader can go and he can put the success fee in 15% only for you. Okay, so this is another functionality that we are is already in production. Let me check.
Great.
I saw the summary a few minutes ago here. What else do we have? Okay, we have removed completely the Zig wallet. Also, there are some security implementation. Now you don't have the 2FA enabled. You are going to receive a confirmation email and you need to put the code before continuing. Okay, the success fee, the swap, you can deposit. Yeah, and there is a lot of small improvement and small security improvement that we will disclose, that we will detail tomorrow. Regarding the app, for example, during August, we plan to open the beta to the users. We will start with the power users and ambassadors. And after a few days or 1 week, we will open the beta for everybody, so people can enjoy this thing.
Right.
And also during August, I expect to have the referral program ready, so people can enjoy the 100% success fee commission from the referral. So
and Bart, I think we can we also expect our first buyback and burn in August, I think.
You tell me, you are the master of coins.
I think we can expect the first buyback and burn in August, and this time it would be good.
Okay, yeah, it's good because as we say, we are working with that we are creating a white label version of Zignaly, and we plan to use the revenue from the white label to the buyback and burn program too. So this is gonna be, because there were a fee, an initial fee, the first one is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I think a couple of pointers I would like to make on specifically on Zigcoin. Obviously, we've said it again and again, and I think in our comms and everything that we do, that Zigcoin is essential. Yes, price is down, things like that. But I think what we've started doing now, I think in a couple of weeks or maybe 3-4 weeks, people will start seeing something different. Again, we don't want to talk about price ever, I think, but I think when we talk about the coin, it's all about having more demand than the supply, right? We I think we can very proudly say that over the last few months, as a Zignaly treasury and couple of our solid investors, they have been defending the prices at certain level and bought back certain amount of coins, and which otherwise would have dented the market even further. But when you talk about the supply and demand situation here, I think the first creation of demand itself would be by us as Zignaly when we start doing buyback and burn. And as you know, it's all about connecting the dots. So on the one hand, when we are talking about the white label solutions, where AUM is coming from there, we are trying to do some B2B deals. So AUM coming from there, and then from the referral program, when people start actually utilizing the referral program, bringing more and more people, that means more AUM means more success, means more burn. So we, Zignaly, will be the biggest consumer and the burner of Zig on its own, and it will be community driven, right? It will be driven by the community, right? So our users, our Zig holders, it will become everyone's responsibility and kind of motivation to bring in more people to Zignaly as a platform. So there is no disconnect anymore. Once the referral program goes live, the more you use Zignaly, the more it will burn. It will be as simple as that. So going forward, I think it would be amazing if community starts thinking from this perspective, that we should not think about Zig alone. We should think about how the product is used. Okay, how much are we talking about it? How much are we helping the project and promoting the product? And that will result in more Zig being burned. So I think in next couple of weeks, maybe I would say people will start seeing something interesting. I think we can. I think we are going to do our first buyback and burn again in August for sure.
Okay. So we know that our master of coin is moving the thread out there.
Yeah.
And we can expect.
See, I've changed my title. I've changed my title. I've changed my title now.
Yeah. The other one it sounds
shit.
boring.
Do you want to tell them that you fired me?
Yeah. So I fired Rafael as CFO because it was so boring when he was presenting to others
Absolutely.
in the meetings. So
Yeah.
I told him
And that
that
was
I
not
will
my
hire
fault.
him
That was
again.
one of our employees. That's his fault. Like I don't introduce myself as CFO of Zignaly. He was like, "Yeah, we have on call as CFO of Zignaly." I'm like, "Shit, man, what the hell is happening?" And then I got fired.
He
Yeah,
told me before the
it's much
call,
better when.
just before the call, Tole fired me as
Yeah,
CFO.
yeah,
Exactly, exactly. Okay, guys, I think we have talked a lot. I don't know you, but I'm starving because here is my dinner time. So it was a pleasure talking to you guys. I hope that you like what we say. In a few weeks we are gonna have a lot of new things. You can expect the first buyback and burn, the access to the mobile app. You already have a few features there for playing, and of course, on top of all of this, the referral program. So everybody can enjoy.
I think the people will like more than words is the facts, and this is coming, so we can let this talk directly. So they will be checking the things by themselves when they will be happening. So really happy about that.
absolutely.
Perfect, guys. So thank you very much.
So thank you everyone, and see you in the
Have a
next
good
one.
night. Bye bye.